was actually going to get to log on faster, which is bullshit. But still, the way things work.
Right.
So everyone on the PS4 gets to log on fast and immediately. And I had, like, by the time I actually logged on to the game, like 30 seconds after they had, almost all of the houses were already sold.
Right.
So I managed to jump directly to an area which I knew no one would think of going to, which is directly by a house. And I managed to pop in and get the house while someone was standing at the signboard getting ready to buy it. Like, just ran in directly effing behind them and bought it from underneath them.
Well, you've made someone very mad that day.
I did. I made them very mad that day. And the best part is, because I'm not one of the hyper-advanced crafters. I know what I'm doing with crafting, but I haven't invested, like, millions of in-game dollars on it. So, I have, I had gotten one of the better houses to get just by sheer luck of it being the house that I teleported in next to and having a plan. And all the people around me are, like, super rich. But I got this just, out of sheer stupid luck. So, they're all the sort of people that are like, oh yeah, I made, like, $3 million in-game dollars in one day. And, are stupidly rich and wealthy and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I had enough for the house and a little bit more. Like, just a tiny amount of money, and I got this. And I have actually started getting... People are... Since I do not give a shit about people or their opinions, I find it very funny when they start trying to act shitty towards me for, getting this. I'm like, I really don't even care. I don't know who you are. I can go into my house and lock the door, and none of you people, matter. And I got a better house than you. I got a way better house than you, and look, hey, you don't exist now. And it pisses people off amazingly, and I love it. Because if I had known that it was going to end up being a spite house, that would have been the first house I planned to go for, as opposed to my fallback when I saw everything else was sold. Like, the spite house would have been my plan from the beginning.
The spite house.
That's a real architectural thing. A spite house is a house that is built for these.
Spite?
Yeah. In a lot of cases, it is so people can't use the land for something else, or in a lot of cases, just to block the view of someone else who has a house nearby. I would love to live in a spite house, because they're usually, like, comedically small. But as far as practicality goes, they're still livable houses, and it's not. But yeah, I'd love to live in a spite house. Like, well, my house is 10 feet wide, but the giant building next to me has no view because of it. Why did I come over here first? I still need to do a lot of work. Alright.
Well, I imagine also spite houses have to be kind of... Like, if you're into architectural stuff, they have to be pretty interesting on their own. And
from a history, or a historical point of view, too.
Yeah.
Like, I know there was one case where two brothers shared a piece of land, and one of them was going to sell it when they were away, but the other brother ended up getting to keep, like, a 6-foot wide strip of it. And so he built a house on it. Just a 6-foot wide piece of land. And he built it just big enough that his brother's mansion would have absolutely no view. Like, that's the sort of shit I would probably do, yes. But yes, my house being a spite house makes it the greatest investment I have ever made in that game. Because it pissed off so many people. And that makes me happy. Because it's just a goddamn game. And if it really annoys people that badly, then I am perfectly willing to do so. That, and I just wanted a big house to decorate. And that's really the only thing I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like decorating the houses in that game. It's fun. And I've probably spent more decorating houses in that game than I've ever spent, like, putting equipment on myself. I know it would be really way more practical to do so, but I would rather have a pretty sofa. The funny thing is, Angel has already, because of this, pointed out that if we ever own a house, I will decorate it.
Okay.
Because I have had gay friends of mine tell me that I have the fashion sense of a gay man on television. I just don't dress like it, and, you know, my environment doesn't look like it, but when it comes down to it and I am allowed to decide on things and decorate, it looks very good. So, alright. Oh, damn it. I just tried a water block, didn't I? Oh, good. I stocked up on like 80 buckets of water first in case I accidentally destroyed some water. Yay me. But,
pre-planning.
The funny thing is I've actually had in the game people offer to buy my house because of how I decorated it. Like, you realize the furniture doesn't come with it.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, I would sell it, but... like, no, but now I see what you can do. Like, yeah, you can steal my ideas. That's what you can do. I don't care, but at least call it what it is.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not stealing. I'm like, well, if you're taking my ideas, then yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. What did you want me to say? Oh, I see. No. And I don't care if you do. Just call, you know, a hen a hen. I don't think that's an actual expression, but still.
Because nobody knows what a spade is anymore.
Yeah. You know what? The few people who probably still think it's a racial slur. And it might have been once. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I don't call anyone anything. And it's a garden implement. I'm going to assume it's a garden implement that people are talking about. If it's not, or if anyone wants to take something as an insult, they are free to do so.
Oh, and they will. That's basically why Tumblr exists.
Oh god, I was reading an article a friend of mine linked to about, basically stupid-ass demands made by college students.
Well,
one of them was segregated safe spaces. Because last time we had segregated things, that worked out so well.
For everyone, yeah.
Yeah. And people demanding in their literature classes no poetry by white men. Like, that's a large portion of poetry and literature there.
Yeah.
That's one of those. Alright, I get it. I get it that you are young and you think you know how the world works. And you don't think it's fair. And it's not. I'll admit, nothing about the world is fair. You're not going to change it. Never going to change it. Wait until you're old, then you can change it.
But probably not.
When you're old and you have money, people will listen to you. You're young now.
Yes, but people in college now will never have money.
Oh, God, no. No, they won't, thankfully.
That's kind of the point. I mean...
Yeah, but that's good, because it means people never have to listen to them. I'm a bad person, by the way.
Yes, I'm aware.
But for the most part, actually, I agree with a lot of the things young people are angry about. I'm just old enough to know that none of it will change until it inconveniences rich people.
That's how it usually works, yeah.
Yeah. That sounds bitter and jaded as hell, and it's true.
Yeah, that's the important part. The truth is the important part.
Yeah. Alright. Back up. Alright, that's good. Another story talking to that random Japanese guy I was talking to. I was discussing the, basically, how prolific Japanese porn of everything is. And he was like, oh yes, it's actually a sign of great respect. Like, what? It's like, oh yeah, dude, when there's porn of something, it means it's something you really love, and something that, you really care about. I'm like, yeah, but not necessarily something you want to put your dick in. Like, no. That's how that works. I'm like, okay. One of those moments of, I know there's a big cultural gap right here that will never ever be, fully comprehensible.
Right.
But, oh, god damn it. Ow. Oh, back into creative mode to fly back up the damn tunnel. Oh god, where am I? What the hell? Oh. No, actually, very, very nice guy. Very, very, cool. Apparently in France studying art.
Oh.
Oh, that's really cool. And it's like, yeah, the French people are so fucking rude. Like, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was one of those, yeah, but it was like, he was like, it was very surprising, because, in Japan, France is still, especially Paris, is still praised as being one of those wonderful homes of free thinkers where everything is slow and easy and relaxed. And then you get there and it's a shit-covered stink hole. Mm-hmm. It's very shocking. I'm like, yes. Not to say, well, the best part is him. He was apparently well and truly over that tradition of not trying to say anything bad about anything or anyone. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of hilarious listening. Like, it is so freeing just to be able to tell someone when they're an asshole. Like, yep. Sure is, ain't it? Now imagine if you lived in New York where you'd just be telling everyone they're an asshole. Regardless of whether they actually were or whether it was you or them. Like, I don't think I'm ready for that.
Well, one step at a time. Yes, I know the water flow is screwed up. Can I at least get out of here?
Come on, signs. There you go. Please, do what you're supposed to do.
Okay, that's,
And then there's that one sign that just won't. It's like every other sign goes down fine.
That's what she said?
Apparently. Maybe if I... Fine, I'll break out that. Put that there. You gonna put a sign down there? If I walk away and come back, that seems to change things sometimes. Yes. If signs won't let me put them down, I should walk away and come back in a bit.
Just walk away.
Just walk away. Just walk away. Yes, that's it. That's the answer. If a sign won't let me put it down, walk away and then come back. I don't know why this is the effing answer, but it is. Alright.
Because reasons.
That's about the only thing I can think of right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. That's another room. Replace it. Walk away. Dixieland.
I need... Oh, did I lock myself in the part of this that doesn't have any stairs?
Probably. Just go into creative and fly out.
Well, it's not quite that bad.
Ah. Yep, walking away and then coming back. Fixes everything.
Well, sometimes in life... Okay, I need a new pickaxe. Right. And then some more buckets.
Mr. Bucket. Falls out of my mouth, Mr. Bucket.
I'm going to go drain some of my lava buckets into one of the lava pools outside so I don't technically lose the lava, but I don't have to make more buckets either.
I'm probably going to have to borrow some lava from somewhere outside to just cover the bottom of this pit I have made. That way mobs won't spawn in here.
Okay, lava must be upstairs. Yeah, lava's upstairs.
Well, you know. Mr. Lava. Lava's of fun. So, the other day I attempted to make, or last night I attempted to make a cake, and I ended up making rice pudding.
Oh. Wait, how did it end up being rice pudding?
I don't actually, actually I do know. So you've got a ton of rice, and I wanted to try and make mochi, and one of the simple ways to do that is with rice flour. So I put it through a coffee grinder we have, which actually grinds extremely damn fine. So I tried making some out of that the other night, and it failed. But I did play around with the rice, and realized I might be able to make a sort of cake out of the rice flour if I tried, and that might taste pretty good. So I made a cake, and it turned out a little bit, dry. And I went, it turned out extremely damn dry, so I thought, well, I'll just add, like, a little milk to the top of it, like a leche cake, or a tres leche cake, which actually is soaked in milk.
Yeah. And
cream and something else.
More milk.
Yeah. So I added that, and it basically immediately turned into rice pudding.
That's interesting.
So I have no idea, because the process I did was kind of a, I know nothing about cooking, I'm going to guess at how this will work process. And everything was so just wrong and off that I ended up getting, I basically ended up with a really weird-ass rice pudding, and I don't know how... It tastes okay. And that's the worst part. If I had gone out to try and make a pudding, and
it probably wouldn't have been that good.
No, it would not have been nearly that good. But if I would have been perfectly fine with making a pudding that tasted like this, but I didn't.
Okay, where's my iron?
I made a cake that turned into pudding.
Yeah.
So, this is pretty much any time I try and cook. Alright. Well, that's done. It only took 2 to 3 episodes.
I kind of haven't even been paying attention to my episode switching. Good job, me.
Well, Actually,
I'm sure it's working.
Probably wasn't even that long.
Well, to be honest, I have no idea how long it's been since we started.
Fair enough.
I do know I'm within a minute of an episode switch.
Same here.
Well, we should be. I mean, we started about 5 seconds apart.
Yeah. As they say in Russia, Mr. Bucket. I'm assuming someone in Russia says that.
Why?
I don't know. I just assumed they would.
Why?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, because they're Mr. Bucket, maybe. Don't judge them in their lifestyle.
I don't think they are Mr. Bucket.
Well, they might be buckets of fun, for all you know.
Oh, I don't think they are.
Probably not. They're Russian.